A question I get all the time is, when should I start training with weights? Or should I even start weighted from the beginning? The answer is not that simple, because before you even think about adding weights, you need to ask yourself one thing: why do you want to train weighted in the first place? So in this video you will learn when weighted calisthenics actually makes sense, whether you should start early or not, the difference between training for strength and muscle, and how to structure your training correctly once you decide to go weighted. First of all, weighted training is mainly used for two things: building more strength and building muscle more efficiently. Now, yes, you can absolutely build muscle without any weights. You can increase your reps, reduce rest time, use harder variations, slow down the tempo, or train more explosively. All of that works, but the big advantage of weighted training is simple. Progressive overload becomes much more easier. Just like in the gym, if something getting too easy after a while, you simply add more weight. That brings us to the next point. One thing, subscribing and liking is completely free, but it helps me a lot. And it actually helps you too. You get more calisthenics content, which improves your life, and less bullshit videos on your For You page, like politics or YouTube gossip. But let's continue with the video. Do you actually need weighted training? No, you don't. If you enjoy high reps, training in the park, just working with your body weight, you can make very good progress without ever touching weights. You should never feel forced to do it. It always depends on your goal. But if your goal is to build maximum strength, then weighted training becomes extremely useful. Skills like muscle ups, one-arm pull-ups, or advanced push movements require a high level of strength, and the fastest way to build that is by adding external load. Now let's say you've made the decision that you want to start weighted training. Then the next question is, how do you actually train with weights? Because weighted doesn't just mean throwing on some weights and doing random reps. It completely depends on your goal. If your goal is muscle growth, you stay in the hypertrophy range. That means around 6 to 10 reps per set, close to failure for about 4 to 6 sets. For example, weighted pull-ups or dips with the weight that allows you to hit around 18 reps. If your goal is strength, then everything changes. Now we move into lower reps, usually around 3 to maximum 5 reps per set, heavier weight and longer rest periods. For example, 3 sets of 3 reps, less volume but much higher intensity. And this is where a lot of people mess up. They mix both approaches. They go too heavy for muscle building and too light for strength. And as a result, they don't really progress in either direction. So to answer the original question, when should you start with weighted calisthenics? The answer is now simple. Start when you have a solid foundation and a goal. If you just want to enjoy training and have a good physique, bodyweight training is enough. But if you want to maximize strength and unlock advanced skills faster, then weighted training is the right tool. So at the end of the day, weighted training is not better, it's just more specific. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to get better in calisthenics, subscribe my channel because I'm only doing videos about that topic. See you next time.